Before you buy a home, you definitely want to do a final walkthrough to make sure everything is good to go before you sign those papers. During the final walkthrough, you'll go through the house room by room to make sure that the house is in good condition and that any repairs that the previous owner promised have been completed. It's important to do this before you sign those papers because once you sign, the home is your responsibility. So what should you be looking for on your final walkthrough? Well, we've got a handy checklist here for you. Keep a list of any repairs the seller agreed to make and examine those repairs to make sure that they were completed properly. And be sure to test out any newly installed appliances or components. It's also a good idea to ask the seller for any repair receipts or any warranties for the repairs that they made in the home. It's much easier to do a thorough walkthrough in an empty house, so make sure the seller's belongings have already been removed before you do it. If they've left any items behind, make sure to reach out to the seller to ask them to come and remove it. And if they've agreed to leave anything behind, like appliances, make sure that they're all accounted for and in properly working condition. So the final walkthrough is your chance to test out every appliance that the seller promised to repair after the inspection. So this means flush every toilet, try out every faucet to make sure things are working properly. Use this time to look for any leaks or sign of water damage as well. A few things that new homeowners may neglect to check for are the shower's water pressure, the garbage disposal, the HVAC system, or even the tub drains. Now these things should initially be checked at the inspection, but this is your final opportunity to examine them before closing. While you're in the house testing things, be sure to test every door and window and their locks too. If the home has a security system already installed, test out the arming and disarming features and make sure that any sensors on windows and doors are also working correctly. Now, the last thing you want to find out after moving into your new home is that the outlets don't work. Now, these should have already been checked during the time of the inspection, but it's a good idea when doing the final walkthrough to bring your cell phone and your charger to plug it into all the outlets to make sure that they all still work. Also, walk around the entire house and flip on and off every light switch to make sure that they all work, and try the garage door opener too to make sure that there are no other electrical issues in the house. It's easy to get caught up on the details inside the home during your walkthrough, but don't forget to look outside. Inspect any fences on the property and test the locks on every gate. Be sure to closely inspect swimming pools and other equipment. Also, check inside any storage sheds or any outbuildings that may be a part of the property. Look inside very closely to make sure that there have been no dangerous chemicals left inside them. Don't let pests move in before you do. Look for evidence of mice, squirrels, birds, termites, or any bites on wood around the property. Chimneys are a pretty common hiding place for birds and squirrels, so be sure to look up there too. So what happens if you do find issues during your walkthrough? Well, your realtor is there to help. They'll walk you through your contract and how to request repairs from the sellers. Now, once the sellers agree, they will be legally obligated to address those issues. And if there's a problem and for some reason they can't address them before closing, you do have some options. Your realtor may suggest that you delay closing until those repairs can be made, or they might suggest that the seller prepay the repair vendor in the event that the vendor can't get to the job until closing already happens. The final walkthrough is such a crucial part of the home buying process. You know, if you're making an investment this big, you want to make sure that you do it right. And if you're a first-time home buyer, the team here at Jeff Cook Real Estate is always here to help make things a breeze for you. So just give us a call at 855-HEY-JEFF. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We've got so many more videos on the way and ones that we have on the channel that will take you through the entire home buying process. So like this video, subscribe, and of course, we'll see you in the next one.